Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another buzzing walkabout here on Buzzing Pattaya, and to today's discussion and topic, and that is legalising gambling here in Pattaya, the future of Walking Street, and can it really happen? And I mentioned on a live stream very recently about there's a committee being formed now that are going to discuss the possibilities of legalising gambling here, and they're saying that they want to go to popular tourist locations such as Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. Now, I'm not really sure about Chiang Rai. They also mentioned Ubon Ratchathani, which I'm guessing as a tourist, most of you probably don't even know where that is. So I'm quite shocked that they put that on the map. But they have, as you could expect, put Pattaya on the map. So what I want to do today is I want to actually look at some of the possibilities, some of the things they may or may not be able to do, and what your views are on the proposals ahead and where it will fit in to the new look that maybe, just maybe, we're going to get to. And someone's shouting at me. Oh, okay. Yeah, you okay? Check her out. Look, hey. You got to laugh, and you can't, you know, you just can't predict what's going to happen every day. But anyway, have a great day. All right, so where were we? Oh, that's right, we were talking about the possibilities of what could happen here in Pattaya. All right, so let me spin the camera and I want to show you the beach area, and I want to talk about Walking Street becoming this family-friendly, possibly a new style of Walking Street. Can it happen, and what are the possibilities and consequences ahead? So let's go take a look. Now, as you're already probably well aware, they spent a huge amount of money making the beach a lot nicer. And if you look here, you can see, in fairness, it may not be the top beach in the world, but they've done a massive improvement on it. So, you know, they have worked very hard, and there is that option there that, you know, you could come down here and spend this day on the beach. I wouldn't personally, it's not the sort of beach I would want to stay on, but nevertheless, they've done a good job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on my motorbike, and we're going to head up Walking Street. I want to show you a few things that are under the possible cosh of being changed and being renewed. Look at that, you know, look at that bad boy. You know you love it. Don't knock it until you tried it. All right, let me put my bin lid on. My bin lid, that's a kid. Let me put my tin lid, sorry, my tin lid. And, oh, 1 second. And of course over there, oh, the old camera's going tits up. Over there, that's the famous Pattaya Beer Garden, which I've heard is going to reopen very soon. Okay, so let's just jump on the old, there we go, I'm just going to go up Walking Street, and then I want to go over to Bali Hai Pier, because there's a lot of things I want to show you there that would fit the new format. If they were to do it, it would work, and it would definitely be an option. Whether they will actually do it, well, your guess is as good as mine. And you can see there, see on the top of the Walking Street poster, the billboard there, that's the new car park. And in fairness, they've done an incredibly good job with the car park. It used to be full of dirty old speedboats. So they have done a great job. So one of the things they've got to do firstly is they've got to sort out this path. You know, the Walking Street road, look at it, it's awful. It needs a lot of work doing it, but they seem to be doing stuff. As you can see down here, there's a lot of building work going on. Not quite sure what they're actually doing. I think they're putting the cables underground, but it does need a lot of attention. And incidentally, you can see the pathways here. Now, you know the Simon Beer Complex? Well, there was a Simon Beer Complex which we're going to come to in a bit, and that's been knocked down flat. But this one is the one that's remaining. I'm just going to move my bike around. Right, so in here, this one's remaining. Now, in fairness, they knocked the other one down. Why, I actually don't know. Let's just go in there and have a look. Why they did it, I've got no idea. But this is prime location for being knocked down. Look at it. You could knock that down, as you're going to see in the second one, and that could quite easily be an open-air cafe, an open-air restaurant. It would work. Look at that Bubby Dazzler. God, dear. I bet there's some people on this channel old enough to have driven one of them. I'm only joking, guys. Don't take it to heart. But you know what I'm saying? Look, you know, that could well be a nice open-air restaurant stroke cafe. So that kind of thing would definitely work. I think what they want to do is they want to maybe get these high-end agogos that we got, places like Skyfall, Taboo, these big names. Maybe they want to do them so that they're allowed to be here still, but the girls can't stand in the streets. Maybe it's going to be a closed door facility. I mentioned that about Cambodia. A lot of the bars in Cambodia are behind closed doors. But you see, places like this, like Candy Shop and 808, would quite easily fit the bill and tick all the boxes because they are not girly bars. So, you know, imagine if they did remove quite a few of these buildings on the right hand side. You know, what would they do? Would they put some kind of marina here? Would there be open air restaurants and cafes like the one I just discussed? What do you think they would put here? Could they do it? And you know, all these buildings are owned by somebody. There's a landlord of some description somewhere. Fair play, mate. You know, there is a landlord of some description somewhere, and obviously he's going to want paying for his building. So, you know, would that be a possibility? And you'll see in a minute when we go up, you'll see what they've done to the Simon Beer complex further up. And that's been completely bulldozed down now. You've also got the nightclub Nasher. That burnt down. I don't know if you're aware about that. There was a huge fire. And of course, as always, all the speculation, they did the building work here. All the speculation was it was an insurance job. And incidentally, just very quickly, there you go, look. There you go, that is the hot tuna bar. And it hasn't disappeared, thankfully. It's still there, fantastic place. Now, remember I said to you about the other Simon Beer complex? Well, here it is. Now, as you can see there, look at that, completely open space. So what will they put there? Would that be, you can imagine now if they was to, like, you know, maybe put some false grass down and some nice tables and chairs, sunshades, make it a nice restaurant, maybe have a band playing there, playing gentle music, like jazz music, or, you know, gentle music. That would work in my opinion. I think that would work. So I'm not sure what kind of format they would follow with that as to how much of these buildings they could do it to, but nevertheless they could do it to some. And if they were to say to the go-go bars, look, you can stay here, but nobody's outside, you've got to physically walk through the door in order to see what's going on, well then that would work. And incidentally, now this is new, see what they're doing here, so I don't know what they're doing behind these screens. No idea, but clearly something's happening. And there's a bit of activity going on in there. There used to be a massive seafood restaurant. And just up here, you see here, you can see the building. This is where we had the fire. And Nasher burnt to the ground. And as I was saying before, they, oh, maybe I'll poke me head in there. No, I won't poke me head. As I said before, there's all the speculation about it being an insurance job, etc., and all that kind of stuff. But you see, when you look at these kind of units, then you couldn't blame them for just knocking them down, because they're not very attractive. One place that is very good is this one here, the Windy Inn. I stayed there personally many times, and across the side here, that's the hotel. Very, very nice. Definitely worth staying in. Good location as well. You're far enough up Walking Street, there's very little noise. And just here on the right-hand side, back in the day, it was sadly not right now, this used to be a lovely open-air restaurant just there. It used to be wonderful, really, really nice. And again, you know, I've been in there many times. That used to be a lovely open-air restaurant. So that kind of fits suit with what they may or may not be looking at doing. And that's called the Bali Hai Bay. But what has changed, and this is the bit I wanted to get to, is the development here over the last few years has been incredible. And you see these people, they just walk out, they don't care, they just walk past you, no care in the world. Anyway, never mind. So, first and foremost, let's look at this big building here. Now that is an automated parking lot. So basically you put your car in there and the electronics come along, pick your car up, and they will automatically park it. Then you come back later on and jobs are good and away you go. Get on your car and go. So, you know, that would suffice people coming down from Bangkok and maybe from across from Rayong. That building would tick a box there. Across here, where that other car park, that used to be a rocket ball. In there, where the green netting is in the cars, that used to be a rocket ball tourist attraction, but that's sadly gone now. And what I want to do is I'm just going to head across over to the other side of the sign so we can look back at the waterside building and also what they've done here on the Bali Hai Pier, because this is where I think if there's ever going to be a location where they're going to put a casino, I think this is that location, and I'll explain why once we get around this U-turn up here. Incidentally guys, if you like your go-karting, In fact, let me quickly show you this. Let's head up here. If you like your go-karting, there's a fantastic go-kart track here. Really is top draw. And once everyone starts coming over, we'll arrange some of these days out to places like this. We can come and have a day on the go-karts. It's really good fun. Let me just show you down here. And then we'll do a quick U-turn. And if you used to follow that flyover, that will take you straight down onto 3rd Road. But there you go, see that there? Now if you like your go-karting, that's not too shabby, is it? Look at that. And you can go around there and enjoy a few laps. So it's not very expensive either. Let me just spin around. Alrighty. So that's the go-kart track. And that humongous building in front of us is the much discussed, the much talked about waterside project that sadly is just sat there dormant. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying he predicts it's going to stay dormant for another 4 years, after which it gives the city the right to reclaim the building and take whatever action they wish to do. I've also been told there's actually a new owner in the process of buying it. Now remember, these are just rumours, so don't hold me to it. I've got no idea how much depth and truth there is in it, but they're the rumours. But what I want to show you is this. So those of you that have been coming here a long time, you'll remember that this car park now, that is a nice blue swirly design, used to be rammed full of dirty old speedboats. It used to stink, there was oil everywhere, it was awful. Now the question has to be, why have they created this into being a car park? Because we don't get that amount of traffic that we need a designated car parking area. There are other areas that you could park in. So is this a preempt to building a casino, which could be, and when we spin around I'll talk about it in a second, but could be located here? And I'll tell you why. Now, where's this guy going to go? Look, there you go. You're going to go that side? You go that side, my friend, no problem. So we're going to go around the... Huh? Where am I going? Where do you think I'm going, my friend? Round a bend. So let's go and park over here. All right, now let me show you this bad boy. 1 second. Let's park here. You watch, you'll come over in a minute. You cannot park here. Sorry, my friend, I don't understand. You speak of that English. Right, 1 second. Okay, let me take my helmet off. Oh. See, I did wear my helmet just in case. Look, there it is. That's me Bobby Dazzler. I know you like it, really. All right, so let's have a look now. Now this building here, hopefully it's not too bright with the sun. Now I think that could house a casino. If the new developer takes over and maybe instead of having it all as condominiums, maybe made one floor a casino, he could possibly do that. So I don't know, you know, maybe he could do that. I'm not sure, but possibly that could be what it is. And this guy's going to come over and tell me, I want you to pay to park. And up there you got the Pattaya sign. And if you go to the top up there, you've got a lovely viewpoint and lots of things you can do up there. So could this be the location here for a casino? I don't know, maybe not, I'm not sure. Then again, over here, you've got the area. Now if you look back at Walking Street, let's just go over there. Using our imagination, and admittedly mine's quite limited, but using our imagination, could you visualize that instead of all those buildings of being a nice smart, like a Marina Bay kind of thing? Do you see that actually happening? Could it happen? Possibly. Because what they've also done is over there, see over in the distance there, all those bollards, they are looking at building a new jetty for the boats to come in and harbour up and moor. So are they looking at bigger boats over there? Is that what that's for? Is that going to allow the bigger cruise ships to come in? I don't know. I'm guessing they'd have to dig out underneath. They'd have to dig out the depth of the water so they could facilitate that. But it does make you wonder. There's a lot of slight indications to say that these ideas that they've been panging around may well come to fruition. But like I say, there's Walking Street over there, and I could actually see it happening. I really, really could. Imagine, when that's completed. I mean, look at it. To be fair, as much as it might be an eyesore right now, imagine that being completed. That would be amazing. And could they fit a casino in there? Or alternatively, will they put the casino further around? So, when you look at this car park, you can see, look, it's empty. So what is that designated for? Why have they done that? Why did they remove all the old speedboats? And I mean, they were disgusting, to be honest with you, so it's a good thing. Used to stink of oil, diesel everywhere, oh, it's horrible. But why have they done that? Why? Now, one of the other things I want to show, and I'm going to show you near the end of our video, is I think there's another reason why they're potentially doing all they're doing here. So let me just jump back on my bike, 1 second. This end of the town, it's been quite weird. Those of people who are not sure about this end will not come up here and see what they're doing, but they're actually doing a lot of work. They are building a lot of things here, they're doing a lot of changes, and I'm going to show you those changes now and highlight them for you. Let's just have a look up here, let me show you quickly. Someone's going to yak me if you're going the wrong way. Mister, you go the wrong way. Yes, my friend. So let's just wait here 1 second. These boys pass. All right. So further up here, there's now been a lot more interest in this area, this land space. They've built a lot more clubs, a lot more places for eating, for restaurants, for Mookata, which is the Thai barbecue. And this was never like this before. This is fairly recent, over the last couple of years. But look at this big space here. So if they weren't to utilise that waterside building, the waterfront, maybe they could build it there. What do you think? Possibly build a casino here? I mean, casinos don't necessarily have to be huge, do they? They just have to have a floor where you can facilitate all the different types of games that you want to play. But there's been a lot of work there, and there's still yet more work around here. And over here on the other side, remember I said to you about that pier that they're building? You see it over there? So there's definitely a lot of work going on here. And you've got to beg the question as to why. What are they doing? Why are they doing this? What's it for? Because right now they're empty. Look how wide those berths are. They're empty. So are they going to wait for bigger boats to come? And just up here, there's buildings here which are ripe for development if that's what they do and they get the footfall and the traffic. And again, there's another big jetty going out. So I don't know, it kind of does make sense. It gives you that feeling that there is something going on that maybe we're not quite aware about. And one thing they did do, which I have to say is a real shame, and used to be one of my favourite go-to places. I've been here many times. There used to be a lovely little restaurant just around the corner here, but sadly, you see that building there? That used to be where they cooked. And just on the right hand side, we'll pull in, I'll show you. But just on the right hand side there used to be all tables and chairs. I'll just go in here. And this used to be lovely. I'll just wait here. But there you go, look, there used to be a lovely little restaurant there. But unfortunately, it's no more, which is a real shame. But going back to the possibility of a casino, possibility of all the development, this is why I think it may work. And I'm going to show you this one. This is the last bit. Now, if you follow up this road, a couple of things actually. If you come up here, you'll get access to the Pattaya sign. You can go and stand there and get your selfies with the Pattaya sign. Take the newfound love of your life up there. She will love you forever because they like a selfie or 10. There's also, you may or may not be aware, but just up here, as we're going to go around, is a helipad. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a helicopter, so I won't be requiring the use of the helipad. But it's nice of them to think about those that have got a helicopter, because right up here, if you go up there, you can land your helicopter. So there you go up there. So any of you that have got a helicopter, that's where you're going to park. If you've got a helicopter, let me know. And there's a nice view, isn't it? Look at that. But you see a bit of an aerial view now. See down there, see all that infrastructure. Can you see that? All those docking points, the big bay going around there. That's not for a little 10-foot speedboat, is it? So there must be something going on. And incidentally, that's the area. So if you go up that road there, that will lead you up to the Pattaya sign, and you can go and do all your selfies. Now, what you might not be aware of is what we call the Peach Centre and the Royal Cliff. So when you're talking about upmarket hotels and 5-star hotels, well, we've got this bad boy. And it really is incredible. Some stunning places here. So this is the Royal Cliff Garden, block of very exclusive condominiums. That's the Royal Cliff Garden. And just up here, now this is called the Pattaya Exhibition and Conference Hall, and it holds many international marketing events, exhibitions, all those kind of things happen all the time. So they are attracting people from all around the world, and these people are coming here for conferences, not for going down Soy 6. And of course over there you've got the International Resort, and just further down here, just around the corner here, is the centre itself. And look at this is a big old place. So as you can see here, this is a big international conference centre. I've been in there many times. They hold all kinds of events, And as you can see there, pretty impressive to be fair. Lots of things go on there. And this is part of the Royal Cliff Hotels group. And it's very impressive. And this is the entrance to the Royal Cliff down there. You go down there, that will lead you down to the Royal Cliff. And again, you know, this not for the cheap charges. The Royal Cliff is an expensive place to stay. So there you are. Is that the right area for a casino? Would it happen? Do you think it can happen? You know, I've said years ago that it's, you know, obviously it's illegal to gamble. Having said that, you know, here's the Royal Hotel Cliff Group there, and you can enter there and then you go down into the Royal Cliff itself. And stunning place, stunning. All right, so let me find a bit of shade and we're going to wrap it up. Let's just go over here. Okay, that's better. Whew. It's hot today, I tell you, really hot. Okay, let's just spin this around. So there we go. What do you think, guys? You know, in the 10 years I've been here, that's the first time they've ever made reference to forming a committee to discuss the legalisation of gambling. They're talking about targeting tourist areas. I do say that some of the areas they say they're targeting are a little bit wanting. Ubon Ratchathani, I'd say most of you don't even know where that place is. No disrespect to you guys, but it's just not on the tourism map. But Pattaya is. So where would they put it? I can't see them putting it in the city centre, because the simple fact is that's encouraging too many people that have had a few too many beers to just stumble across it. I think by putting it where we were today, I think that gives them a different option. People are less likely to go there if they've had a few beers. We're right by the Peach Centre. We're right by the Royal Cliff. The Royal Cliff is a very good place. I'm in the middle of a video and he's asking me, do I want some Viagra? Honestly, you can't, you know, I've had the woman at the beginning, and now that was my beginning, and now I've got the ending coming up, and the guy's asking me if I want a box of Viagra. I mean, what an opportunist. Thanks, mate, but I'm okay. But yeah, sorry, where were we? That's right, we were talking about, you know, coming up here. The Royal Cliff is a very well established, very well respected hotel group. The Peach Centre, you know, attracts people from all around the world for the exhibitions and everything that they bring to this city. So I don't know, you know, they've done the change to the Bali Hai area with that lovely blue mosaic now that used to be the old speedboat graveyard. You've obviously got the waterfront, the complex there. They've got to start looking at finishing up. And as I said, the rumours are that somebody's now moved in and bought it. What they're going to do with it, we don't know. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is it possible? Will they legalise gambling here in Thailand? If they do, I think they're going to have to exclude Thai nationals. Which again is going to be a bit of an issue, because then, you know, there are some very rich high-so Thais here that would like to indulge, I'm sure. But there's also a lot of problems with gambling here in the city, not just here but around Thailand. People getting drunk, and the Thais will gamble pretty much everything and anything. So I don't know. It's an interesting situation that we're going to be presented with in the not so distant future. All right, so there we go, guys. That's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to reading all your comments below and see what you think. You know, can they do it? Will they do it? I don't know. Let's find out. We'll soon see in the next few years anyway, for sure. That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please join our Discord group. Have a look on there. There's lots of people on there now. We're nearing 10,000 members, so please check that out. Totally free. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it's packed full of information, photos, videos, all the information on bars, bar crawls, trips that we do, everything. So have a look, guys. There is a link in the description below. If you'd like to support my work and support the channel, there's a link for the membership down there. They start from 89 pence a month upwards, so please have a look at that. All your support is much appreciated. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. All right, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.